Hey there, Biz Rebel. I wanted to jump in to share an invitation with you and a little bit of a backstory. So, some of you have heard this, but when I started In Arms Coaching, which was about 15 years ago, here's what I had. Ready? This was the situation when I started In Arms Coaching. I had a needy toddler who clung to my body 24/7 whenever possible. She was like this little baby monkey or appendage hanging off my body. I had a physically demanding 6 to 7 night a week job, often until 1 in the morning. I had a broken heart from the baby daddy leaving and a body that was just beat down and exhausted from stress and overworking with an immune system underlying all that. I had sole custody with little to no child support, and I had a brand new business that absolutely had to work out. In Arms Coaching back in those days was both another source of energy drain, a source of fear, a source of hard work, and it was also my answer for the future. I had no plan B. I remember back in those days, my mother would be like, "But what if it fails? What's your plan B?" And I was like, there's no what if it fails. Like this is working. This is a thing. This is happening. I knew that In Arms Coaching had to be the vehicle that created freedom of time for me so that I could raise my kid the way that I wanted and actually be present for her, which I was not back then, right? I wanted to be present and, fully able to be there and support her and play with her instead of being exhausted, stressed, and constantly crying. In Arms Coaching had to be the vehicle that finally gave us more than enough money to live on. And it had to be the vehicle that would take us out of New York City, which was my absolute dream back then. And I already knew I wanted to move to Maine. I just didn't know how the hell to do it. But in those days, the problem was that I only had 3 to 4 hours a week to work on my business. It was this catch 22. I couldn't quit my night job until my business was making a little bit more than that. And it was really hard to know what to do in my business in 3 to 4 hours a week to get it to the point where I could quit my night job where I was making that much money. And that meant that back then, I mean, same as now, but especially back then, every hour counted. Every hour had to be effective. Every hour had to move the business forward. Now, I had at that point, my background was in education. I had a master's degree in education. I had no business know-how. I had no business training. I had no understanding of marketing. I had no way to really know. I was really good at coaching. I was really good at doing what I did and I loved it, but I didn't know how to make a business out of that. Doing the thing that you do, whether it's tarot readings, coaching, Pilates instructor, accounting, doing the thing that you do exceptionally well and being able to grow a really successful, thriving business doing that doesn't cost you 40 plus hours a week. Those are two very separate things. And just because you have a thing that you love that you're really good at, that doesn't mean that you're going to be able to make a thriving, functioning business that doesn't make you crazy with that skill or talent. Make no mistake, those are two separate things. So nowadays, with my financial oxygen mask on, with as much free time as I want, In Arms Coaching, unless there's something big going on, like this week and next week, actually the next few weeks with the book launch coming, unless there's something big going on, In Arms Coaching only takes up about 24 hours, 25 hours a week for me. And that's really important to me because I have a nonprofit. I have my dog rescue. We're starting a third business. I have teen girls that don't drive yet, which means I need to be driven everywhere. I have an immune disorder and a thirsty, thirsty, thirsty appetite for free time. I'm a little bit selfish with my free time. I want a lot of it. And my clients all need and want plenty of free time, right? Open time, blocks in the calendar where you don't see anything, time for yourself, time for passion projects, time for relationships, time for second or third businesses, time soon for travel. That's coming up, guys. I am an absolute master at teaching women how to build six-figure businesses or whatever your definition is of abundance. Maybe 6 figures isn't it. Maybe it's 5.5. Maybe it's 7. but I'm an absolute master at teaching women how to build lucrative businesses in 30 hours a week or less. And next week, I'm going to be showing you the foundational practice for that work. The work that has to lay upon, the work that has to come first, that 30 hours a week or less is going to be built on. And that is understanding exactly what to spend your time on in your business to move forward, even if you don't have a business background, even if you don't feel like you're a master of marketing. I'm going to help you understand where you need to be focusing your time in order to get the most bang for your buck and begin to think about a business that takes up part-time hours and gives you full-time income. When you don't know what to focus on to hit that sweet, sweet goal at the end of the year, that full-time income, right? You waste incredible amounts of time and energy trying to run in all directions at once, chasing all the shiny strategies, the free business advice, the potential tools that are offered as opt-ins and freebies and PDF downloads. It actually winds up feeling every bit as uncomfortable and even painful as actually trying to run in 5 directions at once. Like, imagine if each of your feet and both your hands and your head all went in a different direction. It feels like that. And then to boot, at the end of the day, you've covered exactly the same amount of ground in your business with nothing to show for it. Give me 5 days and I'll show you exactly where to focus in your business to cut your workday in half while setting up to double your income. Part-time hours, full-time pay. If you've never done a virtual retreat week with me, which is a little bit of a tongue twister, I can't wait to work with you next week. Over 5 free days, I'll be working with you via Facebook Live in our group space to teach you exactly how to understand what to focus on and how it will work best for you so that you can plan on getting back 10, even 20 hours a week of your time while you watch your business grow before your eyes. So I'm going to drop the link to join the free group below, and I'm inviting you, there's going to be a little contest. I'm inviting you to find 5 women, spiritual business owners, healers, coaches, multi-passionate entrepreneurs, wellness and fitness leaders, inspirational thinkers, thought leaders, and invite them to join us. You'll be glad you did. I promise. I'll see you in that group.